Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler. It is Monday, September 17th, 2018. Thank you for joining me for another climate change and clean energy video blog. Now, for this segment, I am going to talk again about Florence, which is the ongoing extreme weather event which has been identified by climate scientists to have been amplified. In particular, its heavy rains have been amplified by climate change by as much as 50%. Now, this event is still ongoing as the remnants of Florence cycle up through the Ohio River Valley and in toward the northeast, with the projected potential to bring another 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, possibly more in isolated locations. But for the most part, the heaviest impacts have focused in on North Carolina, and I am going to talk specifically about that quite a bit. So it's worth noting that North Carolina itself has received about 1,100 road closures due to severe flooding range. This picture taken from I-40 in Pender County. And as you can see, the water starts and as far as the eye can see, just simply does not end. Wilmington itself, according to NCDOT, is inaccessible by land, with the North Carolina Department of Transportation stating, "Don't travel, let responders work." And sections of I-95 and I-40 are flooded, long sections. If you look at the travel maps, some sections have been shut off for more than 50 miles and some approaching 100 miles. And no reopen time has been issued until crews assess damage. Some locations of roads apparently have been undercut, with the roads damaged, with possibly washed out bridges in some locations. And NCDOT is continuing to recommend that drivers avoid areas south of US 64 and east of I-73 and I-74, where the heaviest rainfall has occurred. So just an update, if you are interested in travel conditions in North Carolina, I recommend checking the North Carolina Department of Transportation site at NCDOT. Now, just looking at rainfall totals, North Carolina has seen some extraordinary rainfall totals, with 35 inches recorded at Elizabethtown, 35.93, so nearly 36 inches. This is about almost 12 inches above the previous record set in North Carolina during Hurricane Floyd. And we have numerous locations that have broken that record, to include Mount Olive, Newport, Morehead City, Whiteville, Wilmington, Oak Island, the Nature Conservancy at RAWS, Sunny Point, Hampstead, Hoffman, Gerganus, and Swansboro, as well as Elizabethtown. So numerous locations exceeding the previous all-time record for rainfall during a tropical cyclone based on our record keeping. Now, the region, there's a very large region that, according to rainfall record maps that estimate precipitation totals over a certain region, it appears that a large swath of southeastern North Carolina has received 30 inches or more of rainfall, according to this model assessment, with an extraordinarily large footprint for 10 inches and higher rainfall amounts. Given so much rainfall over such a short period of time, we are going to see record flood stages on a number of rivers, and this situation with flooding in rivers has not changed, and unfortunately is going to likely continue to worsen through tomorrow and possibly through Wednesday. So river flooding for North Carolina is far from finished, and we are likely to see more flooding from rivers over the next couple of days before river flood stage starts to subside. Now, it's worth noting that Florence is cycling up through the Ohio River Valley and through the Northeast at this time, and is projected to produce some very heavy rainfall over the next 24 to 48 hours before it's finally swept out to sea after a very slow persistent production of very severe precipitation with extreme rainfall totals predicted throughout this flash flood watch area, which, as you can see, covers a large swath of the Mid-Atlantic and the U.S. Northeast. And just to go ahead and look at the NOAA QPF, you can see where Florence is expected to rain out over the coming days. So a very severe impact from Florence in particular, a record impact for North Carolina with regards to rainfall that has crippled many regions and that responders are now still struggling to deal with more than 1,000 roads closed. This event, according to climate assessments, has been enhanced by human-caused climate change. I'd just like to also add this is an early event. If the Earth continues to warm, if we continue to burn fossil fuels and emit carbon in a high volume into the Earth's atmosphere, these kinds of events will continue to occur, but not only will they continue to occur, they will worsen. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be chatting with you soon.